Welcome back. Now we'll be looking at how to rename a file. So let's quickly create a file here. Let's say okay, let me bring one of these ones here. Okay, we have first file.txt. Now we want to can rename that from first file. So we change this here to first file. Okay, so that's first file.txt. Now we'll still use our if else statement, so I'm just going to delete all of this, and we want to rename our file to a random number for security reasons. So to do that, we are going to assign that random number to a variable. Let's call it rand. Okay, and the random number function is written as rand, and it carries two arguments, which is the smaller number and the two numbers that PHP will look in between to generate a random number. Okay, so I want mine to be 10,000 and 99,999. Okay, and that is the random number. So now we want to rename our file. So we say if rename, the function to use here is rename. So if rename, and it carries two functions, of which the first one is the file you are renaming, and then the second one is what you are renaming it to. Okay, so in this case we are renaming to rand. Okay, we are renaming to rand, and then we'll concatenate that with the extension, which is the txt. And so if that is true, we're going to echo file was renamed successfully, and we'll concatenate that with we'll say old name. Okay, we'll say old name, then we'll do old name will be file. Okay, like this, and then a new name will be rand. So this is how our code is going to look like. Then if that is not the case, then it should echo error renaming file. Yeah, so we'll put that there, and we'll Control S, and let's see how that works. So we are on files1.php, but first of all, let me show you what happens here. You discover that we have our first file.txt. So now we'll click on files1. We have an error on line 12. So let's quickly see what is happening on line 12. Echo, here we'll echo error renaming file. I think that was okay. So let's go back, and let's click on files1.php, and you see our file was renamed successfully. Old name first file.txt, and new name is 40190. And now we forgot to add our extension here on the echo statement, but if you check on the file itself, I think we don't have a problem with that, because here you have 40190.txt. so here we will add a .txt. Okay, so that's a .txt there in concatenation with this, and here we are going to add a rand.txt as well. So let's do that again. We'll refresh this, and we'll click on files1.php, error renaming file. Okay, that's because our file has been changed from first file to this 40190.txt. So I'll quickly change that here. 40190. Okay, so now let's do Control S, go to a browser, refresh, and click on that. You see your file was renamed successfully. Old name is this, and new name is this. I think our code is now correct without errors. When you go back, you discover that that is how it works. Okay, you can still make this a dynamic stuff that it collects any name given to the file, and then it tries to change it dynamically without you writing the names continually like that. See ya.